some numbers for this edition. So we had received 140 applications, and it's not that we sort of invited everyone for the program. We had a way of screening the students, and the current cohort would be having a mix of IIT Gandhinagar students and from outside. So around 30 participants would be from outside IIT Gandhinagar. As the Prateek mentioned, Vellore, we had somebody from Sindri. If I'm not wrong, there are participants from Indore, Ujjain, of course, a lot of them from Gujarat, different parts of Gujarat, and our own students. And even in our own students, we have students from undergraduate and then postgraduate as well as PhD students. I can see some of our staff members also part of this program. I'm sure they will also get inspired and do something interesting as they move forward and gain learning from this course. I'll also take this opportunity to invite Professor Rajat Moona, Director IIT Gandhinagar, to say a few words. Director.
Thank you. And let me first of all welcome all the participants to this course. I think India today is the third largest startup ecosystem country in the world. Now that's something which is actually a very, very big thing for a country of this size, which was known to be one of the third world countries. Right? India also has the largest young population, right? Which basically means it gives energy to the country, and it gives it has all the ingredients possible to do excellence in variety of high-tech areas. Also, India has a vision to grow in economy. It's the fifth largest economy, and it is expected that in few years from now it will be the third largest economy. And when that happens, it will be $5 trillion economy that we are all expecting it to happen. But for COVID, I think which actually took a little bit of setback, I think we have been actually growing at a reasonably good pace. And it is also said that out of this 5 trillion economy, the western zone of the country will contribute to almost like 30% of this, which means something close to about $1.5 to $1.8 trillion economy will actually be coming from the western zone of this country, which includes Gujarat, Maharashtra, part of MP and Rajasthan, which basically means this is going to be one hub for financial activities and also startup activities. Now, having said that, this time is all very right to actually do startup. Think of an idea, and I think time is all on our side to actually be the leaders in the startup ecosystem in the world. Having said that, we could not actually have had a better instructor for this particular course. V.V. Jagdish is a well-known, well-regarded entrepreneur, and also he has worked with IIT Gandhinagar. This is the fourth edition of the course, and out of his earlier editions, there have been people who have actually come out and been successful startups as well. But that's not the only thing. If you go to, in last June, IIT Gandhinagar actually took a delegation in US, and entire California and also other places, where entire California, if you talk to anybody, they say V.V. Jagdish, oh yeah, we know him. So it's like that's the kind of reputation that he had. He is a very successful entrepreneur by himself. He has been a very successful investor in various entrepreneurs, and he has led to certain ideas which were actually, way ahead of their time. Today, cloud is considered to be the in thing, right? I mean, if any startup needs compute facilities and compute infrastructure and all that, the first thing that comes in mind is to take a virtual machine in Amazon or Azure or IBM or whatever and start working, start very quickly deploying your solutions and these kind of things. V.V. Jagdish actually worked on this when it was not even known as a cloud. Okay? And people did not even know that you can share your computers over internet. I belong to that era when computing was only within the campuses or within the organization, and there was nothing that you can share across internet. Sharing compute facilities across internet was an idea far, far ahead of our time at that time. And V.V. Jagdish actually championed that. And that had been a very, very successful venture of his. And today, when you look at in a capital of IT in the Silicon Valley area, every entrepreneur, everybody who wants to do something, actually first think of cloud, and the first name that comes is V.V. Jagdish gave this, and also he has invested in many, many startups, many, many successful startups. So you probably have the best person who can actually guide us or help us and teach us how to set up a company. Out of this course that we have, if we can actually have 3 or 4 people who come up and say that we would like to do it, we have an idea, now we know how we can actually take it forward. We actually got the conceptual framework ready now, and work with him or others and actually come up with a startup. I can only wish and I can only say that time will be on your side, and with right kind of ingredients, with the kind of guidance that you can actually see from Jagdish, I am very, very confident that you will be one of the very successful entrepreneurs of the world. With this, I once again welcome Jagdish and everybody else who is here. Wish you the very best. Thank you.
Thanks, Professor Mona, for your kind words. What we have planned is now that this is a good time we take a group photograph before starting, just jumping into entrepreneurship world. So Arijit is here, he will guide us outside where we have to take the photograph, and I request all of you to please join for the photograph, and immediately after that the floor is with.
Okay.